to another episode of Smoke Buddy Smokecast, where our favorite cologne is loud. I'm your boy KT. I got my bro DJ Kool in the house with me today, man. What's good, bro?
Yeah, what it do? Smoke Buddy Smokecast, another edition.
You already know. Man, today we're going to be just talking about life as a functional stoner. As always, we're going to go a little deep back to the early years when we were smoking, talk about that. All while we smoking on some shit right here, but
Tastes
this
like heaven.
motherfucking, this snow day, I'm finna roll up, bro. Look at this shit. What color is that?
That shit, that's the closest thing to White Rider I done seen
It's on the screen.
since I was a goddamn kid. I was a teenager last time I seen some some white shit like that.
It's on the screen. Check it out, man. We're gonna smoke some of that as well.
Yes, sir.
I want to dive like into back when you first started smoking. I kind of want to know who influenced you. Was it family members or was it just peer pressure, or what was the what was the thing that hit you that was like, man, I'm gonna try this shit?
No, it wasn't no peer pressure. And it wasn't no family members. It was the homies outside kicking it. And I always been around. I ain't never been around like kids, if that makes sense. Like even when we were shorties, like I always hung out with people that was older than me
Okay.
or whatever, and I had like an older influence. My mother ex-husband, he had two way older sons than me. They was like 6 years older than me or whatever. So they was doing them or whatever, and you know, yeah. So a lot of that, but like most of it came. It really didn't come from no really family influence, and it definitely wasn't no peer pressure. Because if it was, I'd have been stopped. So shit. So no, it was just being with the homies, man. And you know how it go. One day you start off letting it go past, and everybody
hmm
smoking around you, and then one day you just take a tote. Shit, and you take two, and here we are 20 years later. Shit, still pulling them. So
So
it's
yeah,
like
that's what I was gonna say. About what age was that?
I was first time I hit a blunt, I was 13. And I probably by 14 it was a by 14, 15 it was a regular thing.
Okay.
It was a regular thing by like 14, 15.
Okay. Swishers, Phillies.
Uh-huh. Switches for sure. Easiest thing in the world to roll. And obviously when you in your early rolling days, to any of the youngest might be watching this, y'all ain't the only ones out there that fucking up blunts. I, I spent my first couple of years learning how to get everything proper as far as rolling and everything. But switches easy go to for anybody to learn how to roll anything.
How you was getting them shits? They was just letting you go in and buy them, or you had to
Nah,
send somebody to get them?
yeah, you had to either finesse. But like I said, I had a couple of older homies. Uh, you know, niggas that got facial hair already, or they cool with Poppy in the store. Poppy cool with a
hmm
couple of the high schoolers or whatever. So he ain't gonna
hmm
he ain't gonna he ain't gonna trip too much or whatever.
Right.
Unless his wife and that, then you got to pull that ID out, looking stupid. So, but no, it wasn't. It was my smoking story ain't too much different than most people's. Just
yeah.
being outside. Of course, your mama don't want you to do something. So what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You gonna do it.
Yeah.
You gonna do exactly. I ain't see none of that at home. My pops don't smoke, drink. He don't do
Right.
none of that. A vegan. My mama dad is a semi-vegan. She don't
hmm
smoke, drink. Like, I come from a clean household, so that shit was just all by choice.
Oh, okay. So that was around. That's the Reggie era we talking about. That was
Absolutely,
Reggie.
absolutely. Backyard boogie, bullshit weed, burning your lungs up. But we thought it was fire shit back then.
What was your go-to? The sack at the time, the 2 for 15, the
Three for
three for
10,
25, three
three
for
for 10,
10,
three for
three for
10.
10.
3 for 10 as a shorty because you broke trying to figure out how to get your little twos and fuse together. So
Right.
and you gotta. you got to keep your hair cut on fleek. Got to keep your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm still living with my parents, my mama or whatever, but
Exactly.
you know how it go in high school. You can't have mama going shopping for you. You know what I'm saying? She
Exactly.
can't she can't take you to the barber shop and tell the old man in the back to line you up no more. That
Hmm.
ain't none of that shit.
Yeah.
So the little twos and fews you gotta scrape together, get you something to eat at school and it. So by the end of the day, you ain't got nothing but about $8 left. You find one of your homies to give you an extra $2. Y'all get a 3 for 10. Go kick
Facts.
it. Go have a session. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So you a teenager. You getting high the motherfucker. You hungry now. What you going to get? If you
Munchies or
got the money,
food?
both. What's your go-to munchie? What's your go-to meal you finna go try to get from the store? I know my shit used to be that piece of puff and fry. That was easy.
Okay.
99 cent piece of puff and fry, you know what I'm saying, for the Lowski Woski. Or that 3 wing and the fry was 99 cent back in the day too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know ain't none of
That's
that
what it
shit
was.
right now.
There you go. We grew up. It was a like our JJ's was like a we had a JJ's at the
Uh-huh.
right on the it's like the pantry that you go grab you going to grab your swishers and
Mm-hmm.
the barber shop it's a plaza. So the barber shop is about 3 doors down and then uh the fucking JJ's was in the same plaza or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So JJ's was our like that was like the high school club because we couldn't get into the club. So we was at JJ's kicking it, playing music in front of JJ's and shit, smoking and chilling.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so yeah, just like you just said, a little three wing. If on the cheap side, and you know me, I ain't never been no different. Same thing as today. I'm a cookie man. I go give me a baked
This nigga
chocolate chip
love
cookies.
cookies, man.
Give me a baked chocolate chip. But everybody, I be telling motherfuckers, man,
This shit
it's
got
a
a motherfucker sneezing.
yeah.
Excuse me.
That shit
Go ahead, bro.
smell
Yeah.
like heaven when you lit. But but yeah, I be telling everybody be getting it twisted though. I don't go buy like a pack of cookies out the store unless it's the grandma's cookies. Unless it's the grandma vanilla cookies.
God damn.
My ass was going. I was literally going to ask any of my homies I grew up with, nigga. I done turned a nigga oven on. Put your oven on 350 for me real quick. Put these Pillsbury's in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them. I done went to my
Milk
man's
with the
grandma
cookies.
crib. No, I ain't a milk guy.
You ain't the milk guy.
I ain't a milk
Just
guy.
cookies.
I was I was like, I was a little twisted. I'm sitting there drinking Pepsi with a cookie or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was, teenage shit. Just sugar everywhere.
So these teenage years right here you talking about, give me like what year are we talking about in between?
So you talking when I started 03,
Uh,
when I started smoking, and you talking about uh, the end of the JJ's era was like 06, 07.
okay.
So you know what I'm saying. So by 07, it was grown up time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Hell yeah. It was some good years right there. The
Mhm.
South had a chokehold on the motherfucking rap game by then. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
Wayne was going crazy. He had
facts,
dropped Carter 1 and 2, and I think Like Father, Like Son, 500 Degrees, all that shit by that
facts.
time. So I was watching this shit crazy. This some off the wall shit, but I was watching Unsung, and it
Mhm.
was about Lloyd, and he had that song with Lloyd. I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but they was like, yeah, old girl was like, yeah, that was a big move for Lil Wayne as well, because the world didn't know him like that. I'm like, you tripping, '07? You tripping. We
Yeah,
we definitely knew who Wayne was. Or maybe you didn't know who Wayne was, but the world definitely knew who Wayne was in
yeah.
'07, man. Come on now.
It's probably a commercial discussion, y'all. If you talking commercially, Carter 3 was his more commercial success.
Yeah.
But
Hell
if you
yeah.
didn't know who Wayne was, you was under a rock
I
by
swear.
that time. I don't know.
About '07, for sure. Bro say, goddamn, he out there thugging between like '03 and '07, smoking the Reggie, but it was also a little about '07. It was some Kush out there and shit too. What
Dro.
Dro?
We
You
had
had some
Dro.
Dro?
We started with Dro. Back then, the old heads they'll come up from down south. They call it Doja.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like Boosie and them say they call it Doja. They come up with the Doja. It was really Dro though, and
Right.
that was the graduation first, and then by 2010, my homie pulled up. I vividly remember that shit. My homie pulled up to the crib. He pull up, come outside, roll up with me. Ooh, he pull up, he break down a blunt. He look over at me like, "Nah, bro, don't nobody smoke Reggie no more, bro. What you doing?" This 2010, 11, probably. At the most, it was 2011, but this
Right.
like 20. It was probably like mid 2010, and he looked at me like I was a goofy. Like we been friends since second grade. That nigga looked at me like,
I don't
"You
want no
rolling up some
Reggie.
Reggie?" And after that, it was, you know, that was ain't nobody else gonna look at me stupid. So after that, I ain't rolled a blunt of Reggie since 2011. Shit, so
He was looking at you like dude that was walking down the street with the fish tank steppers
that
on.
nigga said, "Where you get that from, bro?" He said, "Who sell that shit, G?" He like, "Where you get that from?" I'm like, "Oh no, y'all ain't finna have me out here looking stupid."
Yeah. That shit jump. When did you get in your comfort zone, though, like with the loud? Because that's not an easy transition from the Reggie to the loud. That shit was putting motherfuckers on their ass.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I done had people like, man, I don't never want to smoke that shit no more.
yeah.
I was late for work. You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you get comfortable, like in your zone with smoking the
uh,
loud, as they call it right now, the loud? It's been a lot of shit, Kush. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
OG,
Skunk, Dank, all that shit. Like,
yeah. It probably it probably was a couple of years.
uh,
It was probably a couple of years before. Uh, yeah, it probably maybe a couple of years before I could smoke more than two Kush blunts.
okay.
You feel me? Like, other than a session, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah,
it's five,
yeah,
6 of us and we just pass the blunts around, that's
yeah,
one thing. But if me and you sitting here and we put more than two Kush blunts in the air in 2012,
yeah.
I'd be in your basement sleep. Not even sleep, just slumped. Like,
Most definitely. Putting the motherfucker out.
yeah,
And I feel like it lost that. That's why I asked you that question. I feel like it lost that for years. Like for years it seemed like a motherfucker was rolling up, chasing the high. And it's all about the person you fuck with, I know, but I'm just talking about the shit that was available to me that was around. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit wasn't getting the motherfucker there. Shit was looking good.
yeah,
Shit was smelling good. But it's like why I gotta smoke? You just said if I smoke two, I'm slumped. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I remember a time where if you smoked the whole blunt of that shit, it was over with.
yeah,
They was encouraging you to roll the kush up in fucking papers, you know what I'm saying, and smoke you a little joint. We gotta go ahead and fuck that shit. I'm finna
yeah.
roll this cigarillo, you know what I'm
Facts.
saying? But motherfuckers was stuck, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
up there on the motherfucking moon, and it's like for years, I'm telling you, like, man, I wanna say around that 2007, 8, 9, shit like that, man. Like shit was tasting like it was out the motherfucker High Times magazine or some shit, man. Like
Yeah,
you got to smoke three of them motherfuckers to get you right. And you can say tolerance all day, but hell no, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause we ain't blowing no 10 blunts or no motherfucker loud. I can see it
yeah,
going to 2 blunts, but damn, to 3 and 4 blunts at a
yeah,
time, like,
yeah,
and motherfuckers still barely be high for over a couple hours, like,
yeah.
that's insane. That's why I fuck with the infused shit. What's your relationship with do you fuck with the infused
Uh,
THC at all?
Other than you really kind of putting me onto it, because I don't. That's one thing as a stoner. I don't. As much of a stoner as I am, I'm as much of a stoner as anybody ever meet. But I don't necessarily do as much research.
Mm-hmm.
My research is in my hand. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If you put it in my hand and it was that, I ain't forget about it.
Yeah.
If it was orange, blah blah blah. If it
Yeah.
was strawberry, this, that, the third, whatever it was,
Yeah, for
if
sure.
you put it in my hand and I tasted that taste,
Mhm.
hold on, what's that?
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna. I don't give a fuck if you sold it to me in 2016, 17. I still remember it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I just, yeah, infuse like the THC as far as like
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting to know more. You know what I'm saying? I
That's
know
the
you.
snowflake right there. That's THC snowflake. It's infused like with some shit like this. This THC diamonds right here. That should be white. So you know what I'm saying? You can dab this shit right here, or you can just sprinkle it, infuse your weed with it.
Okay.
That shit like 50% THC, shit all white, man. I first
Right.
seen that shit, I was scared of it. I didn't fuck with it. The first 4 times I saw it, I skipped over that shit. Like, man, I ain't fucking with that shit. Then I'm like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna smoke some. That shit was fire to the motherfucker, man. Like, you don't need no 2 blunts. That shit take you right where you need to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to smoke a million motherfucking blunts, man. Light skin Anvil, but dark skin Anvil.
Dark. Easy peasy. When she
She
did that,
she was more niggerish, huh?
when she did that motherfucking dun, when she did her little dance and shit.
Yeah.
Light skin and Viv ain't fucking with that. She ain't fucking with that dance. But no, like dark skin and Viv just had that. It felt more like my mama.
Mm.
Like she felt like that's how my mama was. Take your ass to school, what
Yeah.
your grades is.
Yeah.
She was kind of like on top of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, how the way she even used to call them, boys, come down here. That's how I used to hear my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just reminded me more of the
Yeah.
traditional OG,
Yeah.
whereas light skin Anvil was more auntie.
I'm feeling that.
That's more like, you know what I'm saying? That's the auntie you gonna be like, man, daddy fucking with me, man. That's the auntie you go talk shit about your
Uh-huh.
mom and daddy to. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah.
saying?
I'm picking her too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Two aunties. It was two Aunt Viz, man. It was a light skinned one and a dark skinned one. Let me know in the comments who you would pick. Also, if you want a shirt, we got the Smoke Buddy shirts on right now. I got a brand called Outlast. I got a website, outlastshirts.bigcartel.com. Tap in, man. Check me out. Um, Give me your favorite Denzel Washington movie.
Ooh, favorite Denzel movie. You know the nigga in me want to say Training Day, but Malcolm X is his best movie.
Mm,
Malcolm X is his best movie just because I'm not sure anybody else could have did that. I don't think it's anybody else who could have presented that character properly. Um, the story being well told, the way it just is mannerisms and you know, and Denzel kind of his regular bless you.
man, the motherfucking THC shit
Shit
got
got you.
me sneezing, man.
Shit
I'm
got you
supposed to be
tripping.
coughing this shit.
Bless
Oh, there must be something in this shit. Thank you.
you. Yeah, but no, Malcolm X just bro, it just that
Motherfucker got the sneezes.
it's just it's a presentation of a man. You know what I'm saying? It's like the man and what he was, what he stood for. Whether you agree or not, you know, whether you Muslim, whatever, you know, whatever your faith is, just it
Yeah.
was a presentation of a man and Black America from a certain perspective. Whereas Training Day was more like a character that you kind of wanted to be Lonzo a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You like it was more of that.
Yeah.
Like his character Alonzo in Training Day was more like a nigga you kind of you look up to. Like he'll slap you, he'll shoot you.
Mm-hmm.
And not that I wanted to be the police, but he has some pull. You know what I'm saying? It's like
You wanted to be the police,
hell no. Hell no.
nigga.
Hell no. I used to watch cops and see them niggas chasing motherfuckers for 7 blocks and never catch them. No, yeah, I smoke. I'm not
For
gonna
real.
chase nobody down the street.
For
When you get to the stop sign, you gotta wait.
real.
Shit.
Well, I know you just celebrating an anniversary.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my queen, man.
Hell yeah.
Love you, babe. But yeah, last July, shit flew past, man.
How I feel.
Feel like it's supposed to feel. You know, feel like it's supposed to feel. It's a lot of shit that get presented as far as social media and some of this cultural news where we see black families get presented in just a certain light. You know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah.
of these reality shows and shit, but
Facts.
you know, I know how. Pardon me. I know how you and your family is, how me and mine's is. Like, you know, I'm a believer in that real black household. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? The values of a black family and all that. So,
Huh?
you know, like I said, it's exactly how it's supposed to be. It ain't one of them. Oh, marriage is hard or none of that shit. I know. I
Uh-huh.
mean, everybody know being with somebody for multiple years is gonna be difficult, but that's
Uh-huh.
not the to me, that's not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker get on your nerves today, it don't mean I don't still love you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you
That's a
know,
fact.
black love, man. I'm real heavy on that, man. Stop letting social media and all these chicks that, you know, not
Mm.
necessarily, I ain't gonna say that because I don't want to down the women, but it's, you know, I just stop letting motherfuckers present to y'all like you ain't got to be with a man, or a man don't need a queen on his arm. You know what I'm saying? Or we out here thugging, and or the bitches with they savage life. Live savage life when it's time to live savage life. Don't be in your don't be walking around here with 3 kids still out here talking about you thugging it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
black love, man. Find somebody to love, take care of, man. Fuck all that tough guy shit. All that. I got 100 hoes. Like all that. That shit ain't. That's yesterday.
Hell yeah. That's a fact. That's my lighter right there, brother. See, that's what it be though. Not you. I know you don't be taking my lighters, but when people get your lighter, the problem is they don't never pass it back. They get comfortable with it. They sit first. First they sit it in front of them. Then they hold it in their hand. Then they walk off, and now your shit in the pockets.
I
You
know
know
the
what I'm saying?
process very
Like,
well.
man, you got you. If you know you a smoker, you got to you be bringing your kit. You got to have you a little kit. Invest into you a little kit. It ain't nothing, man. Have you a little. I got me a little. It look like a lunch box. You know what I'm saying? But they got all type of bags. You know, that might be something I invest in. You know what I'm saying? Throw the Outlast brand on there or something, man. Just get you a little satchel, throw your lighter in there, your rolling equipment,
Hmm. That's
maybe
facts.
even the ashtray, because you know it's a lot of places you go and smoke. Sometimes it don't be an ashtray around, you know what I'm saying? Throw you a grinder up in that month for your everyday essentials you need as a smoker, man. You at least owe that to yourself. You just would not believe how many people I be talking to, like, oh, fuck. I gotta go to the store and get a swisher. Man, I would never be without able to I buy like a box at a time. But then if I do run out, I got some papers. You know, I got
Hmm.
some cones. I got
Hmm.
all type of shit laying around I'll be able to roll up with. That's crazy to be sitting around that you can't get to know. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Nothing to roll your shit up with. Like, man, that's crazy. Fuck that.
that's one of the advantages to
Stay
smoking
strapped.
alone, low key. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how you, but I don't. I ain't really had to deal with no lighter thieves in a long time. Cause my wife, you know, she don't smoke. So 99.9% of the time, unless I'm with you or a distinct few people, I'm smoking by myself.
Man, I
Shit.
be hitting my guy Black. I be hitting bro like, yeah, I know you got my lighter, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. Why you get
Hmm.
comfortable with my shit? But it's it's all good, bro. Done left 50 lighters over the years. I used to have a trunk full of lighters that motherfuckers used to get high and leave, because that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers couldn't handle that real kush when that real shit was out, that Death Star, that real sour diesel, that real white rhino,
Hmm.
um, that it was shit, that headband. When shit like that was out, man, motherfucker, you smoke a half a blunt.
Fire.
You and that's you know what I'm saying? Like that's when I lost taste for fucking with motherfuckers when they was selling the same $50 eighth or whatever.
Hmm.
But now I gotta smoke the whole motherfucking thing to get high. Where that come in? And now
Hmm.
when it was that, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
couldn't. I mean, when that real perp was out in the town, come on, man.
Yeah.
That shit was blowing. You know what I'm saying? So hey, you got to pay that price. You know what I'm saying? When that real sour diesel, that real sour, I'm talking about that shit you
I know
pull up,
exactly what you're
everybody
talking
know you get high. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the gas station. They like, man, that shit smell amazing, man. You ain't even need that much of that shit.
That's my favorite. That was my for years. That was my favorite go-to until, like you just said, until you found yourself with a little half a sour, and
Yeah,
you didn't roll one blunt, you didn't roll two blunts. You like, wait a
that
minute,
shit's a fire.
no, this shit heavy. This shit heavy.
I'm scared to even
What you
hit that
call it
shit
again?
too hard. That shit called Snow Day.
Snow day, ladies and gentlemen.
THC Snowflake. Hey, so you where you go celebrate the anniversary at? And how was
We
they smoking?
went went and chilled out in Vegas, man. For went out there for like 5 days. Vegas chill, man. I like Vegas. Like, it's a fast town, but it's not like, to like, we from Chicago, so it's like, if you ever been downtown Chicago, it ain't that much different than Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Uh-huh.
like, it's not crazy to me. And what I like is, I understand different places got different laws
Yeah,
and different ways of doing things, but I just like the fact that you could be in Vegas for 3-4 days at a time and not see the police.
yeah.
Like,
And even when they right there, they chilling. They
yeah,
ain't tripping on shit.
like
Or then you don't walk up and blow the fucking smoke in their face, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But
They want to
they
commit a
chilling.
real crime before they, what I'm saying? Nigga ain't trying to have,
They probably high.
where we from, if you was to, been get caught over, on
Mm-hmm.
one of these blocks over here, it'd be 3-4 squad cars pull up because you
Yeah,
had a little 3-5 in the car or some shit.
yeah.
Like, come on, dog. Like, it's 2024, man. Your grandma smoke weed. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
telling you.
stop. Like,
Man, I went to the joint for that shit, man, for selling weed back in the day. And that's what amazed me. When I stood outside when they legalized the weed out here. And the first dispensary we had got up there by the mall, I stood outside for some hours. And I went up in there just to see the police standing in there talking about thanks for coming.
yeah,
Just leave it closed in the car and enjoy your product when you get to the crib. Like, man, I felt some type of way about that shit. I'm like, man, I done went to the joint for this shit. Now y'all selling this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and taxing for the shit at that,
Jackson,
and it's on the pull up. Like, man, that shit sound familiar. Shit.
crazy. You ain't lying. You ain't lying, man. Motherfucking dispensaries look like mini mansions now.
We should have been the first motherfuckers that get the jobs in the dispensaries in the West
Just
Coast.
talk about
Motherfuckers
it.
that went to jail for selling that shit. Like, shit, we the real,
Talk about it.
real weed sellers. Goddamn to get us. Y'all got motherfuckers in that bitch don't even know what the fuck they talking about.
Talk about it.
They don't even smoke or none of that shit. Y'all need to go back and get the motherfuckers y'all done locked up for selling weed, get them a job, put them in the dispensary, put them in the warehouse, let them learn to cultivate and shit like that. Like, man, they don't never pay nothing back that they learned from another
I
motherfucker,
ain't mad
man.
at it. And then it's like, you see, you know how you get on the site and you see the ratings and, like,
Hmm.
reviews and shit. Why not let the, like you said, why not let the people that done had to spend some years in the joint, let them be the reviewers?
Yeah,
Let y'all
hell
come to the
yeah.
lab and you know what I'm saying? Hey, KT, tell me what you feel about this or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Let that, you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
Let's be forward thinkers. Not that we scientists. I know that some of that shit. You got labs or whatever. But it's like, yeah, I'm like you. A lot of people that had to put years on hold for the same thing that they taxing for. It's like, let's find a way to pay it forward for them. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy,
Let's
man.
get some type of residuals for losing years of your life for some shit that my son be going about now out the stove. So it's like, it's
Taxing
crazy.
for that shit, man. Hell yeah, Vegas was smoking good.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out to Vegas. Shout out to, well, I ain't gonna do no ads, but y'all solid out there.
What, dispensary?
Yeah.
Oh, you can shout them out, shit,
Okay,
so they
yeah.
can know.
Cookies.
Most
Reef.
definitely.
Reef.
Reef
Uh.
for sure.
Exhale dispensary.
Did you go to Planet 13?
No.
Uh,
No. I know what you're talking about, though. I heard about it. That's the thing. I need a real like, I need a real like week and a half to vacation out in Vegas because there's so much shit to do and it's so chill, man. Like, uh, I don't agree with Broez, bro that do the food reviews and all that. The dude that, they was getting into it with Cardi B and all them.
yeah,
I forget Keith Lee or whatever, the
yeah.
dude from social media or whatever. He had Vegas as like top 5 food spots. I'm not gonna say that.
Nah,
I'm not
we
gonna
ain't
say
gonna say that
that.
ever.
I'm not gonna say
We
that,
ain't
but
gonna. And I ate at some. I done ate Roof Chris, a lot of places out there. No, it ain't.
nah, it ain't that.
But his taste buds different though, cause I don't think he like baked macaroni.
I appreciate their hospitality though, cause out, where we from, you get something messed up, is you might get it taken care of, but it ain't gonna be somebody that act like they really wanted to take care of it. Something got messed up
Yeah,
with one of my wife's orders. The manager ran over there, apologized, took it off the bill. Like the hospitality was a little better.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers coming out here spending a gazillion dollars every time they touch down in Vegas. They gonna treat you like it, and I appreciate that.
On the food side, man, I don't even mean the goddamn it like not even on no bias shit. I'd have been a lot of spots. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Chicago, like we got some shit, B. Like y'all be talking about the pizza. Like man, we got some shit. The soul food, the chicken, the jerk, like everything. Like it's a place that's fire as fuck in all those field. Couple places, you
Yes,
know what I'm saying? We
yes,
got some. Chicago got some heat on the food side. I wouldn't say Vegas.
no.
I wouldn't put that in top five.
You can probably the only reason you probably could justify is because yeah, you got a million different 5-star restaurants to choose from. Gordon Ramsay and all these people on TV got restaurants out there. Yeah, it make it because you got so much of an aesthetic that you trying to present, but that don't mean that once it hit your taste buds, it ain't like you said. We
Yeah,
could pull up some places in Chicago
yeah,
that's better to me.
hell yeah,
But shout out to Vegas though. Vegas chill, man. I like everything out there. Um, I don't necessarily even mind they heat because it's not as the humidity and certain things. I got allergies a little bit. That pollen
hmm
in the air be out here in Chicago be really having me messed up. I might have red eyes right now just from being outside and it's hot. You know what
hmm
I'm saying? So no, shout out to Vegas though. Chill.
hell yeah. Check this shit out. You just had your wedding a year ago. I'm reading this dude. He angry because he threw a big ass wedding. He talking about he done dropped 150, 200 grand on the wedding, and people was denying the invites because he wanted 450 a ticket, $450. And his argument
Hmm.
is motherfuckers is petty because you'll spend some shit like that on a meet and greet with Chris Brown. Y'all to spend a stack or two. And he like, y'all paying 500 for Beyonce tickets. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Everybody ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
That's the first thing came to my mind. I'm like, we gonna just, what I'm saying, really cap it off right there. Like, everybody ain't spending no. I know I ain't spending no 500 on no fucking tickets. I don't give a fuck what it is.
Man, I heard something about that little story. I did hear, a little bit about that. You do, I hate when people try to equate something that in your world to something that why are you trying to equate yourself to Chris Brown? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Chris Brown is Chris Brown. He charges what he charges because he is him,
Yeah.
because of who he is. He ain't just charging you that just. It ain't like, hey, I want to. I just go pick the number. No, I done did research. I got people, managers on my team. That ain't you, bro. You having a wedding. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you want people there that love you, that rock with you,
Yeah.
why do you need them to pay a certain ticket to to come share in your, you know what I'm saying, and what you got going on with your
If
with you and your lady? I don't get
if
it.
somebody was to do that, what would be the cap for you on the price you would pay to attend somebody wedding?
I'm not trying to be no asshole. I can't imagine. I can't imagine a wedding I would pay to go to. I don't know who wedding I would pay to go to.
I, I, I would
You have to
if it was
be like
somebody
my
I fuck with.
brother, like
Yeah, that's
my
what I'm saying.
yeah,
Say
like
your brother hit you up like, man, I got this wedding, man. It's $250 a ticket.
yeah, because he did it for me. Yeah, the people that was associated with my wedding,
Yeah,
anybody that was there, anybody that yeah, anybody that would do that for me, yeah, because I
but how
know
many people do you think are paying 250 though? That's a lot of money, especially with how high everything is.
it's a lot of money because who go to a wedding by themselves? So you probably finna pay 500 for you and whoever you going with.
Yeah, that's a pretty penny.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, let us know, man, in the comments, man. What's the cap? How much? What's the most you paying for a ticket? It might be some people like, man, I paid a 450. That ain't shit, because that's what he's saying. I mean, that ain't nothing to support somebody you fuck with and you love. 450. You know what I'm saying? But that's excessive as hell.
Also, what you presenting? It better not be no finger food in here. These better be filet mignon steaks or something, like it better be something cracking in here. Like it's about what you presenting. Where we having this at? These pictures better look like God took them. You know what
Shit.
I'm saying? You feel me? Like it's you know, I'm just not. I'm just you know. I mean, keep it real with me. Have you ever heard of somebody that do all that elegant wedding stuff and it really pan out long term? Motherfucker get
Not
all the
really.
bells and whistles and be how many weddings that done happen where they stay together for 30 years? You feel me? Like
Yeah, that shit crazy. Yeah, motherfuckers crazy, man. They got two people stuck in space. Man, they supposed to have been stuck in space for 80 days right now, bro. And they say they're expecting not to be back on Earth until 2025. Why do people study be playing these games, man? Like,
shit.
motherfucker must just ain't got no family. Like, I wonder what's the criteria for doing some shit like that. You got to be saying fuck your family because you know anything can happen in space or going to one of them things all the way down in the water like them people did, man. Like,
The water, the
what the fuck?
space. I just you know, I ain't got no problem saying there's some people out here that's got bigger balls than me. I ain't going under nobody sea. I'm not going to space. You know, other than an airplane, I ain't trying to go do nothing with
They
no real
offer you a
heights.
million right now.
A meal to do just to go to space and
Go to
come
space
back.
and come back.
Yeah, I
See what
probably
I'm
do
saying, y'all?
it. Yeah, I probably do it. But I don't want. Yeah, but you offered me a meal. You know what I'm saying? You at least gave me something
they
to
gotta get
consider.
they gotta get me more than that.
You gave me something to consider at least.
Cause
You
there's a
know
lot
what I'm
of shit can go wrong.
saying? It is.
Yeah, they gotta give me a whole lot. Motherfuckers gotta be straight for a long time. Nah, a million ain't gonna be enough. Fuck no.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what
Hell
you're
nah, man.
saying. Shit.
This is space you talking about.
I don't want to go in the first place. You ain't got to convince me, shit. But you know,
Hell nah, man. I
uh,
ain't even trying to slide in one of them motherfucking X-ray machines. They can't pay. They can't pay me too much to do that.
all the like the MRI
Hell
joints.
yeah, man. Fuck that. That's too much control, and I can't get out.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
What if the
I
power go
feel
off? Just imagine being in that motherfucker head first, only your feet sticking out, and all the power go off.
you.
Man, you
Yeah,
gonna pass the fuck
yeah,
out.
yeah. That's real shit. That's real shit. I'm not even that claustrophobic, but in that instance, I'm gonna be kicking the walls. Going, yeah,
What?
I'm gonna be losing it. Yeah, yeah. That's
Man,
like being buried alive.
you
Yeah,
better be fucked up,
yeah. That's
man.
fucked up. But yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Man, we finna get ready for this football season. We on some Chicago Bears shit. You already, uh, I'm on some Chicago Bears shit. My bad.
That's cap.
Oh, you on some Chicago Bears
I'm
shit?
always on
Oh,
some
okay,
Chicago Bears
okay,
shit.
okay,
I'm
okay.
always on some Chicago
Because I could have
Bears shit.
sworn you was saying some shit about
Pat
somebody
Mahomes.
in red and white.
Pat Mahomes. Because I ain't no bandwagoner.
Do everybody got two teams though? Is that a thing? Do everybody got
Yeah.
they root for their hometown? But
Yeah.
the Bears made us do this. We've been fans
That's what I'm saying.
forever, but after so long, man, you gotta have you a sleeper team, man.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't like, oh, you disloyal because you a fan of another team. We've been sitting here. They love to tell y'all about 1985. Nigga, I was born in 1987. That's 36 years ago itself. So what the fuck is we talking about? That's 37 years ago itself. So I'm supposed to wait 37. I got 37 years of loyalty for a team that cheat, didn't want to spend the right amount of money, didn't draft the right players, you know,
Got rid of Lovey.
you know what I'm saying? Got rid of everybody that was ever helped the team. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. So, but with Mahomes though, I feel like that's just my personal guy because I wasn't no bandwagoner. Everybody jumped on Mahomes bandwagon in the 2020s. I knew who Shorty was in 2017. You know what I'm saying? And then, he went and dueled it out with Brady in that little championship game that year in like 2018, and everybody was like, "Oh, Shorty." I'm like, I already knew who he was, so it was
Right.
like, that's why I fuck with Mahomes like that. It ain't just no bandwagon. Oh, Mahomes the greatest type shit. I
Mm,
knew I liked Shorty as soon as he came out of college. But no, it's Shot Town all day.
yeah.
And if you asking me expectations for me, they definitely high.
What?
They
And
definitely
our
high.
quarterback, this motherfucker ain't like no scary motherfucker under pressure.
Mhm.
He out there balling. Y'all gonna see. We ain't gonna talk about it like the Cowboy fans be doing. We ain't gonna do all that. We gonna just show up. Just show up. Just check it out, man.
Y'all owner don't even fuck with y'all.
Yeah,
He don't even want to pay y'all.
that's fucked up, man. Y'all finna lose. Yeah, y'all fucked up. Man, I appreciate you, bro. You already know we gonna
Always.
come back so we can get to know you more and more, man, so they can get to know you, the world out there, man. Y'all in the Chicagoland area, and y'all need a DJ. His name ain't DJ Kool for no motherfucking reason, man. Let him know, bro.
That's a fact, man. DJ Kool _me on Instagram. I'm not really rocking with Twitter like that right now. So just hit me up on Instagram. Um, like he said, man, I love music. That's usually what we usually talking about most of the time,
Yeah,
whatever. So, but we got multifaceted topics, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just type of
facts.
people we is. So,
Hell
but
yeah,
yeah, man, love music. Like you said, if you're in the Chicagoland area, man, hit your boy up, man. Let's have some
facts, man.
fun.
On that note, we up out of here, man. Stay high, my friends.
Yes, sir.
Smoke buddies, smoke buddies, smoke buddies, smoke buddies.